Previously. From the shadowed gates of Gundabad, Bear-Orc rides deeper into legend. Purple skin scarred by fresh battles, tusks bared in savage triumph, he wields Blackheart, a monstrous two-handed axe won through rivers of blood in the arenas. He stormed Gondorian camps, where javelins and bows reaped his kind like wheat. Yet his orcs, lethal, snarling, unstoppable, tore through the mail-clad fools. His warg leapt, his axe sang, and the northern wastes drank deeper. But the true crucibles were the tournaments, grueling pits of death, where Gundabad's mightiest clashed. Asgar, the ruler of Gundabad, himself among them, and even elven blades such as Thranduil and Arindor. 16 lords at a time, each strike an instant grave. Polearms flashed, heads rolled, and Bear-Orc danced on the edge of oblivion. He stole spears from dying hands, couched lances from horseback, and carved victory from impossible odds. Skills surged, athletics, two-handed mastery, cunning. Blackheart rose and fell, splitting helms, shattering pride. Gold poured in, gear improved, renown thundered through the dark halls. Easterlings fell next. Gondorian raiders broke beneath his charge. Bandit camps burned. And at last, clan tier claimed. Bear-Orc knelt before Asgar, pledging his growing horde as mercenary to Gundabad. The warband swells. The axe hungers. The south trembles. Bear-Orc is coming, and the age of men will drown in orcish howls. Hello and welcome back to Tales from the Age of Men. And if you'd like to check out the previous series, there are going to be links in the description, so if you want to do that, you can. And otherwise, if you'd like to download the public version of the mod, there is also a link in the description too. Okay, so we're going to go for Desertborn here. We may be... I don't think this is going to happen really that soon, if at all. But we're going to be... well, maybe venturing into some deserts. I don't think so that soon, as I said. It's highly, highly unlikely that that's going to happen, because we're going to have to go into Rune's territory. That's going to be the desert. Yeah, but Rune is not really going to happen, as I say. Because, first of all, they are, in fact, allies of ours this time around, you know, because obviously with our, Gondor playthrough and our Elven playthrough, we didn't really have to, we didn't really have anything to worry about in those guys, in those guys' opinions, because we literally just, we were staying in sort of like our own little world, as it were. And yes, with the elves, we were actually in the desert quite often. But the other people, not so much. And obviously, we are obviously not going to be fighting them or anything like that with this guy. So we should have a pretty easy time. Unfortunately for them, wow, we are actually murdering these fellows really, really nicely here. And let's just hope that we don't get shot in the face by one of these thrown weapons. That can happen extremely easily. One thing I gotta say, I actually love the fact that the wargs are attacking. I mean, really, this is literally one of the greatest features that I have seen so far in a mod. And I know that sounds really funny because, I mean, let's face it, it's a pretty simple thing. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's going to be simple to implement, because it's not. I'm pretty sure this is not simple to implement in any way, but let's just say that it is a huge amount of fun. And that's exactly what I'm talking about right here. This is exactly what you want to see from... literally, look at this guy. Look at him. He's hungry. He's hungry for man flesh. He's hungry for man flesh. Exactly. Aren't we all? Anyway, there we go. 7.7 influence. Very, very nice indeed. And yeah, well, I'm not entirely sure what to even level up here right now. I mean, generally, I would like to go for some more mounted troops. So I think we're probably going to be doing that sometime soon. But we are going to have to be a little bit careful here. I decided that what I was going to do is try to draw out a lot more Gondorian raiders and try to maximize our influence gain. Because if we can maximize our influence gain a significant amount, we may not have to put ourselves through that absolutely demonic experience of going into a tournament and literally having these guys absolutely just murder us 6 ways from Sunday. Oh, hello. Gondorian Raiders, hello there. Oh, you are going to get caught extremely easily, sir. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're just going to go in for an auto-resolve there. Should be easy enough to eliminate them. Get some nice little prisoners there as well. Let's see. No, I'm not looking at anything particularly good there. Let's go over here, actually, and I'm going to recruit some mounted troops. Let me see if I can... Oh, wow, we're getting pretty unlucky with mounted troops right here, but I can actually get some infantry. Obviously, as you see right here, I actually have a 54 maximum capacity, if you can believe it. Yeah, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some low levels, because these guys, these brutes, they don't level up into anything but berserkers. So what I would like to do is level up the... Oh, okay, I've been doing the wrong thing. My bad. Okay. Yeah, so basically what I've been doing is I've been leveling the Snargers into grunts, because I thought, oh yeah, they're going to level them into cavalry at some point, aren't they? But no, they actually level from the hunters. Okay, I did not realize that. Okay, so that's fine. That's good, because that means that now that we know that, we can do a little bit more to take these tier 2 hunters, and we can level those guys relatively easily, I'd say, pretty quickly, and we'll otherwise take some of the other tier 1s. I mean, as I've said in previous episodes as well, the Snarger units actually do seem to be really strong. They seem to be quite powerful, so pretty happy with that. Oh, we got more Gondorian Raiders. This is actually perfect for us right now. We are getting some amazing coincidences here that these guys are coming out. Oh no, I don't want this guy to... Oh dear. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, we don't want these vassals to come in here and actually spoil our fun, do we? No, we want to be the ones to be attacking them by ourselves. We don't want any of these guys to ruin the party, as it were. Because if they do, we are not going to be getting anything whatsoever. We're not going to get any influence. We're not going to get any renown. We're going to get basically nothing. We're going to get no loot either. And yeah, we certainly don't want that. Because these guys are running around with like, what, 200 units or something like that, which is pretty crazy. So they are going to be exceptionally powerful. Okay, so we can level these guys into hunters now. That's what we'll do. And then we'll see... Okay, wait. What do we want here? Guards, I think? Yeah. Yep. We want them into guards, and then we're not going to make them into pike warriors or anything like that. Pike warriors not really going to make that much sense for us at the moment. I mean, we're not against Rohan or anything like that. We're going to be against the Men of Dale mostly. So Men of Dale, I'm not entirely sure what they're actually good at, but we're going to take a look at them in just a moment. Let's actually just see here. I'm just making sure that we're getting things and not missing out on any upgrades, because no doubt there are going to be some significant ones. I'm actually wondering whether I can just wait here for some time and actually just get crazy amounts of raiders coming out of the bandit hideout. But let's actually take a look here. So show of strength, 30% chance to knock someone down, or baptized in blood, which does provide us with additional experience. So if we want to level up our people just that much faster, then we can obviously do that. I personally think show of strength is going to be insanely good. I think this is going to be very, very nice. And you know what? I actually want to show you something real quick. Just going to reset that real fast, because I noticed this in the previous episode, but I was selecting the perks so fast that I didn't really draw attention to it at the time. But I just want to show you this. Look at this. When you select this, it actually shows you the real percentage. And this is, I believe, a mod thing. I don't think this is in the base game in any way. I would have noticed that, I think. Would I? Would I have noticed it? I don't know. Maybe not. But yes, anyway, the point is, as you see here, there is actually a significant increase from what it actually says by default. And I believe this scales. I think this scales with your two-handed skill. And it's going to be the same with a variety of other perks as well, a variety of other perk trees and skill trees and so on and so forth. So you can see here, Baptized in Blood actually does provide us with 6.5% increased experience to melee troops in our party after every battle, instead of just the 5. I'm going to still go for Show of Strength, because a 40% chance of knocking an enemy down, I am liking that a great deal. So we are going to do Show of Strength, thank you very much. And we can also potentially put another focus point in something. What do we want? Do we want scouting? Do we want riding skill? Do we want two-handed? Well, from my perspective, I actually feel like I should be getting, well, Should I really go for charm skill? I probably shouldn't. I should probably go for roguery skill, if anything. So I'm going to go for some roguery skill here, even though I'm probably not going to need that in any way, shape, or form, but I might as well give it a go, right? Might as well give it a go. So let's just go in here. Let's see, any... no mounted. Wow, really? No mounted troops. Okay. Well, we're not really going to worry about that. Most of these villages, by the way, have so many notables. Did you see that? Massive amounts of notables. Really, really nice. Okay, here we go. It seems as though Mordor's gates are now opening, and we might, in fact, be having a rather significant war declaration here. I mean, obviously, as you could see, we haven't really started anything yet. You know, Gondor is still completely untouched, which is very good for them. But not so good for us at the moment. But obviously, we've seen what happens in the early game. The early game, usually, Gondor gets completely and utterly destroyed. And then later on down the line, well, things start to take a turn for the worse. Because a lot of other things start to happen. So I guess we'll see if we can maybe... I'm actually not entirely sure whether we can get these guys to spawn on command or not, because last time when we went in to actually attack one of these places, we had a massive exodus of you know, massive amounts of raiders just coming out, and I'm kind of wondering whether we can maybe make that happen on cue. That doesn't seem to be working, but as you can see, we're getting massive amounts of cash. Oh, here we go, here we go. All right, yes, wonderful. This is okay, I was going to say, this is perfect. Oh, no. Yeah, well, not really, unfortunately. Let's go in here. I'd like to level up a little bit more, so let's see if we can go in. I would love if these parties were slightly larger as well. Unfortunately, I'm not getting lucky with that. A lot of the time, you can mostly find, you know, these parties with around, what is it, 20 to 30 troops. But I have seen a number of them that actually have around 40 to 45, which would be exceptionally good for us at this point in time. So it would be really, really nice if we could get something like that. I am going to have to be a little bit careful here. Don't really... Whoa, nice damage. Okay, I don't really want to get into a situation where I can potentially get headshot. I have to be kind of careful. I mean, I don't have to be super badly careful like I do in the tournaments, for example, but I would like to try and prevent us from having a significant loss of life, as it were, because if there are a number of other parties near to us, I'd like to be able to maximize that as best as possible, but obviously that's maybe not going to happen. I don't know. It very much depends. Nice damage there. There we go. Okay, yeah, we are actually murdering these Gondorians very, very nicely, and our effects to actually get them to just fall over actually seem to be quite strong here. 4.7 influence, very nice. And we have more prisoners. Okay, so more hunters, thank you. Let's get some warg tamers, there we are. All right, so, oh, nice sword, nice sword. Okay, yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is, let's actually take a look at my current clan level. Okay, my current clan level is 76 out of 150. Right, so once we do get to clan tier 2, we can actually become a vassal if we want to. Probably not going to do that, to be honest. I'm probably not going to become... should I? You know what? I kind of feel like becoming a vassal, actually, because I'd like to help Gundabad. Well, I guess. I'm not sure. Basically, at the moment, everything is up for grabs. I'm not too sure what we're going to do. If we do create our own faction, then I think someone actually gave a really, really funny name that we could use, and I was like, oh yeah, that's actually perfect. That kind of fits the kind of fits my vibe, as it were, because it is a silly name. Yes, it is a very silly name. So anyway, let's make our way over here. We got 6 cavalry now. Okay, not exactly great, but yeah, this should be pretty easy for us. Now, if we can just, you know, obviously avoid the headshots. Avoid the headshots. Why am I holding block? That's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything for me right now. Yes. Trying to block with a two-handed weapon? Yes, that sounds like a perfect idea. Sounds exactly like the thing I would do. Very nice indeed. Good damage, though. If we can do a little bit more, I'll be quite pleased. I'm actually surprised I've not been killed yet, to be honest, because these guys are not terrible at using their thrown weapons. We have seen them be very, very effective in previous episodes, but apparently apparently in this one, they don't seem to be particularly good at things. Okay, there we go. Nice. Nice. Yes. Yes, my warg is obviously doing damage as well, biting their faces off, which we very much appreciate. And hopefully, we'll be able to get the next level, because all these focus points, they are really so dramatically going to help us out. And obviously, because I'm not playing with fast mode or anything like that, I don't really have to worry about aging and being killed by, well, the Grim Reaper, shall we say. But yeah, this is just incredible. We're leveling our riding skills super nicely. My two-handed is taking quite some time to level, actually. I'm going to say I'm kind of surprised about that, because generally we're getting quite a few kills, as you can see right here. Look at how easy this is. Look at how easy this is for us to get some kills right there. We got 9 kills in this one battle alone, and it does feel pretty strong. I mean, obviously, this is indeed one of the best axes that we can get. Not sure if we can... I mean, I'm going to assume that the two-handed that we can get from, you know, specifically get that are Orcish coded, they're probably going to be better, you know? They're probably going to be a lot better for us than the base game ones and the native ones and stuff like that. But Blackheart is a nice axe indeed. And there we go. East Osgiliath has now been besieged by Mordor. And, well, obviously we're going to have some, major... Well, maybe we're going to have some major issues with that. Who knows? I don't know whether that will happen. Let's take a look and see whether we can actually... I've got 14,000, but I'm going to have a lot more after this, as you can see. Look at that. Massive amounts of profit. 18,000, no less. Actually, 22,000. Very nice. And as you can see, we do have a number of other items that we can get. This is just crazy good, though. This is just crazy good. This is probably going to be the thing that I will attempt to purchase as soon as possible. Obviously not just yet. Even though I do have the money to be able to buy it, I don't really want to... I don't know. I'm not really sure if I really want to pull the trigger on that just yet, because it is literally going to be such a significant cost, you know. I don't really want to do that. But I wouldn't mind some armor. What about some armor? Let's take a look at the armor here. Okay, so we have 220,000, yes, 220,000. Let's buy that. Yeah, no, I don't have enough for that either. What about a cape? 27,000 for a cape. 27,000? No, a little bit too much for my blood at this point. Maybe we can do 7,000 sounds a little bit more doable. Yeah, I think we'll probably do that. That sounds pretty nice. We'll go for those braces and then sell those other braces. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty nice. Are we going to be able to get another cape here? No. Okay, unfortunate for me, but there you go. We now have 28,000. There is a tournament. Oh, dear. There is a tournament going on. Let's have a look. 8 lords and another Blackheart available. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go in there in just a second. However, I'm going to see how much we're actually going to be getting for our prisoners, because I actually do have 24 of them first. All right, so we don't have the ruler of Gundabad in here. I believe his name is Asgore or something like that. But yeah, he's not in here right now. So we should have a maybe decent-ish time. I don't know. I mean, it's quite funny. We don't actually have two-handeds in here that much. Oh. Well. Actually, I didn't realize that that guy was coming from behind me right there. I actually thought that that was my cavalry person. That's the reason why I didn't defend. Alright, let's actually have a look and see what... Well, Okay. Yes, it looks to me like tournaments are definitely not my thing. Not in the mod at the moment, at the very least, because they are so extremely dangerous. As you've seen, these enemies are so good at doing damage. I didn't even sell my prisoners, by the way, before I went in there. I completely forgot about that. All right. Anyway, we did get a little bit more in roguery here. Obviously, roguery. Well, we haven't really been leveling that at all. But yeah, well. I think the best course of action for us right now is to just go in versus these guys. Ooh, nice, nice. Oh, look at this. This is actually a pretty decent. Yeah, not too bad. Not a terrible encounter to have. Oh, hello. Okay, were they actually raiding a village? It feels to me like these guys were actually raiding a village. Kind of weird. All right, I'm going to just tell everyone to charge in here. I mean, there really is no reason for me not to. Generally, I do feel as though we have a pretty significant amount of power in comparison to the Gondorians here, because, well, apart from the fact that they are just a ragtag band of, well, raiders, looters, and various other brigands, we don't really have to worry too much about a lot of the damage that they're capable of dealing at this point. Even though the thrown weapons, they could do some damage, you know, they could definitely do some damage, but I do feel as though they are quite inaccurate most of the time. As you can see, they are actually eliminating quite a few of us. The Pelagir Sailors, they are the ones that will throw those wonderful javelins, and they do appear to be doing quite some damage to some of our people. I think Blackheart actually has a crush-through mechanic as well, which I very much appreciate. I love that. Anytime there is a weapon that has a crush-through, or shall we say, crush-through blocks, I am always like, yes, I am on board with that. Thank you very much. I'm so totally on board with that. Okay, 4.1 Renown, 6.7 Influence. Extremely, extremely nice. And indeed, we can then go for some more guards, more hunters. There we go. We will have to deal a little bit, unfortunately, with the fact that we have to use archers until we can get to the cavalry levels, because they are going to have to level up through the archer upgrade into the cavalry. So that's going to be a little bit dicey potentially, but yeah, I think we should be okay. Let's go for Stout Defender, even though Stout Defender isn't actually that useful in this mod, unfortunately, just because you're not really going to be facing enemy types that are your same culture, and obviously, as you might expect, you're not able to recruit people from opposite factions, because that just doesn't make sense, you know. For example, Gondorians not allowed to recruit Uruks and so on, because I mean, let's face it, you don't want to see an Uruk fighting for Gondor, do you? No, that's just a little bit funny. So yeah, obviously that's not going to happen. There's Asgar. Yeah, there he is. Not Asgore, it's Asgar. Yes, indeed. Okay, so wait a second. Okay, yeah. I mean, we can do some pretty nice damage to these guys, and we can get some decent-ish influence from it, I suppose. The loot is going to be pretty terrible, so I'm not really a big fan of doing that. But as you can see, look at this. We're getting 2,000 gold. 2,000 gold every single day, which is actually kind of amazing. So I'm actually very, very pleased about that. Now, if we... we're almost level 16. All right. I wouldn't mind... You know what I'd love to do? I would love to get... I would love to win a tournament, to be honest. I would really, really love to win a tournament. Unfortunately, I think it's just out of my skill level. I don't know. Is it just out of my skill level, or is it just because I'm getting unlucky with weapon selection? I mean, you've seen quite a few of the tournaments now in this mod, in the previous episode most specifically, of course. And I personally feel like we had really good rounds, and then we had really terrible rounds after that. You know, it's a mixed bag, really. It feels to me like generally when you're when you're going in and you get a weapon or something like that is kind of more towards your taste, then you're going to have an absolutely amazing time. You're going to have a super, super fun time. But then there are other times where you literally go in and you're like, oh, I'm dead because I did 4 damage to the enemy. And that's the kind of thing that we do tend to have quite often happen to us. All right, so let's see if we could do this. This is even more enemy lords. Okay, yeah. They've given me a pretty terrible weapon here. I'm going to have to go for the head. Otherwise, I won't be able to really make anything happen here. Is this a... yeah, this is a Gundabad fighter, so he is inherently going to be much worse. Yep, as you can see. He's much worse than the enemy lords. Oh, nice. Oh, nice damage. I'm actually surprised. Okay, come on now. Nice. See, now this is exactly what I'm talking about. That is the kind of result we want. Now, let's see if we can actually do some damage to this guy. Nice. Okay. I'm surprised. Okay, wait. Hello? Okay, thanks very much. Okay, wait. He had actually a spear, so I'm going to take that. Spears are amazing, if you couldn't already tell. Oh! The amount of damage we were able to do right there is insane. Okay, that's great. I love it. Okay, now, please cross your fingers and hope that we're going to win this next one. Okay, they're giving me an axe. Okay, not a terribly big fan. Oh dear. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, 14 damage. 14? Really? Only 14? Can he actually... Yes. Help me. There we go. I need this guy to die. I need this guy to die really, really badly. Okay, nice damage. Can we actually get a little bit more? Yes, nice. Okay, so I baited my guy into entering melee combat. That is obviously perfect. Unfortunately, not one of these guys is using a polearm, so I won't be able to use that as effectively here. Because, let's face it, spears are amazing, because piercing damage and everything. Let's see, can I do... Oh, I can actually do something. Okay, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, here we go. Okay, come on now. This is the final guy. I think we're through to the next round anyway, but I just want to make sure that maybe we will or not, you know. I don't want to... Oh! Wow, okay. What? What is happening? What is happening here? Are we real? Am I hallucinating? I don't know, but I was able to actually... got a polearm, nice. I was actually able to do something there. Okay. That guy had no idea what was happening. He literally just got absolutely murdered. Okay, I've got to be really careful here, because I don't want to get killed by this guy, if at all possible. Okay, never mind. What is going on? What is actually going on right now? Because these guys, I mean, they're just as dangerous. You can clearly tell they are just as dangerous, but apparently we're just getting really, really lucky here. Okay, I am just thankful that they didn't give us thrown weapons, because thrown weapons are not my thing in this mod right now. Okay, that was close. I actually almost took massive damage. Ooh, we did 60 damage to him. That's nice. Okay. Oh, no. That's not what we need. We need something. We need something a little bit... Oh! Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I'll take it. 33,000. That is nice. That is very nice. And we also got the Banner of Dust Devils. Now, I'm not a terribly big fan. I mean, we don't really need movement speed. That's not really something that we really need if we're going to be... you know, using a primarily cavalry-based force, then movement speed isn't really going to be super dramatically necessary for us most of the time. Going to go for the vigor attribute here that's going to provide us with additional party speed increase and so on. And we're going to be going for another focus point in one-handed. I am apparently going to be some kind of weapon master again, which is actually quite funny. Let's go for some more cunning here as well. And what do I do actually? What do I do right now? Yeah, we should probably just get some of these guys. And I have 50,000. I have 50,000 in cash. The question is, do I want to buy a workshop? Do I want to buy a workshop here, or do I not? Because from my perspective, I feel like that is completely wasteful, because we don't have any trade skill, right? We have no trade skill or anything like that. Trade skill would be amazing if we could get Artisan Community. Artisan Community is probably one of the best perks in the entire game, by the way, at least early on. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good most of the time until you get to tier 6, of course. But anyway, the point is, we don't really need that. I don't think. We don't really need that. So let's actually just have a look. Okay, so we're at 92 now. We were at 76 not so long ago. Let's go down to the raiders camps, by the way. Let's have a look. Ah, here we go. Okay, this is what we want. Hello there. Hello there. Let's do some damage. Thank you. Oh, yes, this is perfect. This is wonderful. You know what? I really want a spear. Why can I not find a spear in any of these marketplaces? I guess it hasn't been that long since the game has begun. And that is probably the primary reason for it, because most of the time, as you know, when you start a game of Bannerlord or even Warband, well, the marketplaces aren't really populated that much. You know, the economy hasn't established itself or anything like that either. And so, you know, it's going to take quite some time for anything, you know, to appear that you primarily would like to see. For example, me wanting a spear or a polearm. I would love to be able to get one of those. I don't really, you know what? I actually don't really want to fight that close to the bridge, if I can help it. We have mostly archers as well, which is pretty bad for us. Oh, actually, maybe not. My guys are doing some damage. What? What's actually going on here? Okay. I'm surprised. I haven't actually taken any damage so far in any of these encounters either, which is really weird. Usually these guys are right on top of us. But yeah, we're going to tell everyone to charge in now. We should be completely fine here to do so. I mean, if these orcs can't handle themselves in melee combat, then I don't even know. I don't even know what to tell you. They should probably stop being orcs and start being something else. But yeah, no, I'm not entirely sure what their melee attacks are even like, or should we say melee stats are even like in regards to the hunters themselves. Let's actually see if I get... Whoa, okay. They're actually pretty good. They're actually pretty good. I'm surprised. Okay, there we go. 8.8 influence, 4.7 renown. Obviously, we do need more renown than that. Thank you very much. We do need more renown than that if we are going to remain relevant. So, yeah, we're going to have to do something about that. Let's get some more... oh, we could go for some lurkers, actually. We could go for some lurkers and eventually get some archers. I mean, you can see the hunters here. Look at the hunters. They're actually terrible. They're actually terrible. I mean, they're supposed to be terrible. They're tier 2s. You know, they're supposed to be pretty awful. But I'm actually quite surprised they were able to get so many kills. I'm actually very, very impressed, actually, by that. Anyway, I think what we'll do is we'll get trackers, not scouts. Yeah, we'll get trackers, we'll get warg tamers, we'll get some more of these, you know, more cavalry. Why do I have... okay. Yeah, so obviously, if you don't know this, there are some caveats to having a lot of cavalry in your army. They are going to take more party capacity, of course. So we're going to have to do something about this. I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of tier 3s and so on and so forth. So I think... okay, what are we going to do here? Well, this is a little bit problematic, isn't it? Okay, let's go for this and that. Oh dear, I'm not going to be able to do this very easily. Not without getting rid of some really, really good units, I think. Maybe. I have two more spaces to make up. I guess the guards are going to have to go. There we go. That's all I can really do, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll just have to do something like that. Oh, Borzak. Oh, I really wish, actually, I would have been able to attack that particular Gondorian party. They had like 40 people. That would have been amazing for us. But, yeah, well, you know, can't always get lucky, right? Can't always get lucky, so... Gonna be okay. There's loads of Gundabadian vassals out here as well, and they're actually doing a significantly good job of eliminating these raiders. That's probably why we're not seeing many of them at all. And that just goes to show, you know, maybe I should increase the amount of bandits that we have. You know, maybe I should increase the multiplier or something like that. But that's exactly the point. That's the reason why they've included this particular option, because then you can customize your experience however you so desire. And I've said this time and time again in the base game as well. I personally believe that the base game and generally games in general should have these kinds of customization options. You know what I mean? Like, if you're ever playing a sandbox game like this, it's always extremely, extremely welcome to have any kind of customization that allows you to, you know, change whatever setting you'd want. You know, you want to be able to be like, oh yeah, I'd like to I don't know, have more influence per victory. I'd like to have, you know, less renown gain to make everything more difficult. I'd like to, I don't know, change the stats of this one guy, you know, I don't know. Yeah, just generally, there are so many different things that could be done to further the customization of the game, and that's exactly what you want from a game like this. You want to be able to mess around if you want to. You want to be able to have a hard time if you want to as well. And it's, yeah, you know, that's the kind of thing that I'm very much in favor of. Just generally being able to customize pretty much anything you'd like. Anyway, we are going to go here. Let's get some more of these guys. Level up some more trackers. There we go. Is that going to increase my party size even further? I don't think so. That actually reduced the party size. Wait a minute. That actually reduced the... Wait. That reduced the party size? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, because Warg Tamers are lower level than trackers. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Okay, well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens, because I'm going to assume that we're going to level up some more people very, very soon. And if we can level up some more of those guys and then have a look and actually see... Ah, here we go. Okay, so we did actually level up one of these. And now let's take a look. So we're at 43, right? We're at 43 right now. And now we're at 44. So you can see there immediately we have increased. So as soon as these trackers start to get to tier 5, we are going to see our party capacity dwindle once again. So that's something to bear in mind. Okay, good to know. Yeah, otherwise we can just capture these. We're getting so much loot here as well. Loads of influence in the process too. And you know what? You think we can... No, I don't think so. I was going to say, do you think we can take on some elves? Do you think we can take on some elves? I don't think so, actually. I don't think so. I think that's probably going to be extremely dangerous for us. Oh, I actually haven't equipped that yet. I need to equip this banner. There we go. That's going to be quite nice. Let me just see here. Okay, so I want some more wargs. Thank you. Do I have herding problems right now? No, we don't. Okay, that's actually fine. All right, so let's take a look here. So I would like to sell this. There we go. Sell this. We're going to get 19,000. We have 56,000. So I think this is as good a time as any to spend some money on a cape. I think a cape for 27,000 would probably be quite nice. As you can see, the capes and the pauldrons are basically the exact same. So you can just decide on what you want in terms of fashion. Yes. There we go. Ooh, nice. Looks cool, looks cool. Okay, let's get a different shield. Okay, apparently we're not going to get a different shield. What about a polearm? Do we have a polearm available yet? I don't think there is a polearm yet. No, there is no polearm. Okay, unfortunate. So we're going to be paying 7,000 for it. That's okay. I don't really mind that. But now we are much, much more protected than we have been in the entire time. So this should be extremely nice for us now. So whenever we go in, we're always going to be more protected than we were beforehand. And hopefully we are going to be able to do even more by getting ourselves... I'd like a chest piece, if at all possible. I think a chest piece would be really, really nice. But they're expensive. They're very, very expensive. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that. But we're going to get a lot of... I'm just trying to auto-resolve as much as I possibly can here, just because that is going to provide us with the significant amount of renown that we need to get to Clan Tier 2. Rivendell cannot stay idle lest they witness the end of civilization as we know it. So they're actually going to be starting to join the war now, and they may in fact be coming over here. And if they do come over here, then well, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do, because they're going to be very scary. They're going to be very, very scary indeed. Okay, so do we want more damage against shields with two-handed weapons, or do we want more damage to mounts with two-handed weapons? I think more damage to shields is probably more impactful for us, so I think that's probably what we'll go for. So this is what's currently happening here. Murkwood is not currently fighting us, hilariously enough. The elves are not yet currently... Oh, okay, wait a minute. Where is... So Rivendell's not actually even fighting Gundabad right now. So this is actually insanely good, because that means that we could technically go over here. You know what? I think we might be able to tackle the man flesh. We might be able to tackle that, actually. But I think what we would want to do first is get to clan tier... Oh, we are actually already clan tier 1. Clan tier 2. Yeah, we want to get to clan tier 2. And that is probably going to be the catalyst for us heading over and actually eliminating our first man vassals, I guess. That's probably going to be the best way to go about it. And indeed, as you can see here, we're going to be getting even more people. So let's get this and this and this. There we are. And I'm still at 44. Is that true? Yes, I am still at 44. Okay, that's fine. And we're just going to continue doing this, basically. I'm just going to continue doing this, and I'm going to go off screen for a little bit, and, well, hopefully, we're going to make a decent amount of renown, decent amount of money, and some good roguery skill in the meantime, too. Alright, so we've arrived at Loglond. Now, obviously, here's the thing. I'm thinking that we're going to probably make our way over to Dale in just a second. I'm not entirely sure. I think we can probably handle a relatively small vassal. Maybe. And we'll see whether that is even possible for us. I did take a look at the weapons here. Unfortunately, it's just Legolas's sword. Obviously, I'm not going to be using that, even though... it's pretty tempting, you know? It's pretty tempting to go for something like that, but there is really no point. So we are just going to go with the selling of 11,000 right here. And then we're just going to rank up a couple of our people. Going to go for some more trackers. Thank you very much. There we go. And yeah, we have quite a significant amount of prisoners, so I'm just going to sell all of those as well. Unfortunately, I'm only getting 305 for when I sell my prisoners. I actually don't know why that is. Anyway, we're going to be doing a tournament here, and hopefully, because we are slightly better at one-handed and all that stuff, hopefully things are going to go slightly smoother than they did last time. Oh, well, the helmet is kind of okay, I guess. It's relatively decent, I suppose. Okay, wait a minute. What's going on here? Why am I suffering from frame rate problems? I don't know. Okay, Thalion, come on now. Let's try and murder that guy if we can. Nice. Okay, here we go. Oh, my guy is actually murdering really, really nicely. Okay. Oh, never mind. All right, that was easy enough, wasn't it? That was nice. Okay, so we have a sword. We're up against an Imperial Palatine guard. Well, yes, as I said, work in progress and everything, but yes, that's fine, because I don't really mind actually facing an opponent like this, because I get a bit of a break. You know, because now I have to fight against this guy, and he's going to murder me. I'm going to assume. Or she, should we say. She is going to murder me. So, yeah, let's see what happens here. Maybe... Oh, nice hit. Okay, come on now. Yes, can I get another one? Can I get another one of those? Nice. What? She has so much HP. What? Did you see that? She literally has, like, what, 150 HP or something like that. That's crazy. All right, there you go. We did actually get our one-handed to above 125 now, which is extremely nice. And Thranduil is here. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Okay, I think I might be dead here, to be honest, friends. Yes, I think I might be dead. He's... Oh, 12 damage to the face. Really? 12 damage to the face? Oh, okay. Okay, we actually got him. Whew. All right, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. We got 29,000 from that. Pretty surprising, actually, that we were able to defeat him there. But Thranduil, in my opinion, he's easier to beat than any of the orcs. The orcs are really, really hard. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, we were able to do it. very, very pleased about that. We now have 83,000, which is really, really nice. And how's my... Yeah, there we go. We are almost there. We're almost at 150, which is what we need. I need another 23 or something like that, right? I think I need another 23. Let's move on to Dale. I just need to spec into this real quick. Let's get Arrow Catcher. I always quite like that. Make sure that we're not going to be getting ourselves skewered too easily. And we're going to get Forced March as well, because let's face it, morale is most likely going to be quite high. Okay. Here we go. We actually have a significant amount of Easterlings in and around this area. I'm not actually going to be taking any prisoners right now because, well, as we've seen, they don't really sell for a huge amount at this point. And generally, I'd like to make sure that we are maintaining our speed, because that's the one thing that we really, really have in spades right here. We are able to very, very quickly move around the map, and that's making a huge difference to our overall effectiveness, because obviously, here's the thing. If I get caught out, we are maybe going to have a problem, you know? We're maybe going to have a pretty significant issue. Okay, wait a minute. What we need to do here is I need to actually just check something real fast. Yes, the helmet. And the boots. There we go. We found some really, really nice upgrades right there. So that's a significant increase in our survivability already. And as you can see, there is a hideout here with all these Easterlings. They've obviously been popping them out like no one's business. And generally, that is really good. I mean, if you can find a hideout that isn't touched by any of your vassals, then you're going to have a great time. Ooh. Do we want to take this? No, I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Despite this being a legendary chest and everything, and it does have really good body armor and really good arm armor, this isn't really something that I'm wanting to do. I don't really want to significantly change the look of our character that much so that he looks like a completely different thing. You know, I'd like to make sure that he remains looking like an orc, obviously. I want him to look like an orc. Ooh, actually, speaking of that, hello. Okay, we're actually getting the opportunity to go in and fight against actual orcs. This is very good. This is extremely good. This means that we may, in fact, get the opportunity to loot some wonderful orcish armor, and or maybe even, if we're lucky, we might be able to get our hands on a polearm. I wouldn't mind that. Generally, I am actually very much hankering for a polearm, to be honest. I feel like the polearms are amazingly good. Yeah, I certainly wasn't anticipating going for an overhead in that moment, but apparently the overhead wanted to do it. Yes, it wanted to go for it. And I am dying really, really easily here. So let's be a bit careful. Obviously, as you can tell, my wargs are just running in there really, really nicely and doing super massive damage, which I very much appreciate. Muse is going to start singing about them soon, but yeah, there you go. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's not die, shall we? Let's not die. I do need to get a shield as well. For some reason, I haven't been able to get an orcish shield this entire time. I mean, we did start with one, but obviously I sold that very, very quickly because I obviously didn't want to continue using such a minuscule shield, of course. And we do get the opportunity to take these guys. I guess that's kind of cool, right? Because then we can obviously... Yeah, we can do a little bit of something there with them. We can try to convert them to our side. Yeah, so as you can see, we're not really... Yeah, no, there are no shields. No shields? No shields. No shields. Okay. Unfortunate for me, isn't it? Yes, unfortunate. But we are going to be getting preventive... Oh, actually, preventive medicine isn't actually activating yet because I don't even have a point in focus... Oh no, I don't have a focus point in medicine. This is bad. This is bad. It's okay though. It's actually fine. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm acting as though it is a big deal, even though it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so there is actually another tournament going on here, but I don't think we're going to do it, despite the fact that it is very lucrative for us to do so. I think that we shouldn't really go for it too much. I'd like to... Oh, okay, wait. Let's have a look here. I'd like to see if we can find some... If we can find some men of Dale to fight, some actual... Oh, hello. What about you, sir? What about you? What are you doing there? Okay, wait a minute. He might be a good candidate. Let's have a look. He's... Okay, wait. He has some Erebor people... Yeah, okay. I'm thinking he's significantly outnumbering us. That's the problem here, you see. He is significantly outnumbering us, and if only he had like 70. I feel like I would have gone in immediately if he had 70, but he has 90. That's literally almost double the amount. I think we probably can't do that, which is sad. That is pretty sad, but well, what else can I do? You know, I don't really want to get ourselves defeated really easily here. So I think what I might do is just continue the grind, try to get to clan tier 2, and then we will continue our efforts to eliminate the Men of Dale. Alright, so we just leveled up our clan and we are now clan tier 2. And we also got to 75 in leadership, where I have now spec'd into heroic leader. This is really nice because that obviously means that we will now be able to force retreats just that much easier. Now I have been mostly fighting around here because, as you can see, we do have some orc raiders right there that are very easy for us to eliminate. These are super nice for us as well because we are actually getting a significant amount of orcish reinforcements. So if we if we have a bad time, then well, we can get them back pretty easily. As you can see right here, I can literally just, you know, convert these guys. I'm not going to take the rune guys right now. I'd like to primarily focus on using Gundabadian units at this point. I can't go into Thranduil's halls, by the way, because they are apparently enemies now, even though it does still show them as neutral, but no, that is actually not the case. Anyway, we are going to be making our way in. Should I recruit these guys? I don't really want to recruit them right now. I'd like to stay with orcs for the moment. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can actually find some people, because this is a little bit risky, because there's no escape route. There's no escape route in this particular section of the territory. Hello. Okay, this guy actually wants to fight us. I'm not sure why. He has more people. I mean, let's face it, he has more people, which is... you know what? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit... Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Whoa, 63? Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting to get 63 of them, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, let's just get all of those guys. Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to make our way back to Gundabad territory. I'm just going to get some more recruits. Then we'll come back here and we'll try to eliminate that guy if we can, because I'm feeling a little bit like we probably would. I mean, he doesn't have particularly good units, but I kind of want to make sure we actually end up winning, because if I go in there and then we end up losing, that is probably one of the worst things that can happen. So I'm not a terribly big fan of chancing it in this situation, even though, to be fair, it would be a lot of fun. Alright, so I made my way back to Gundabad, and as you can see, we're selling all of the loot for 56,000. Actually, it's not even all of the loot. We're not selling any of these things, but yeah, we are selling quite a significant amount. And now here's the thing. I actually would like to get our hands on one of these maces. As you can see, Mace 1 is probably my pick. I think Mace 1 is probably my pick here. I am actually probably gonna just go for it, because this is gonna provide me with a much better weapon than the axe. You can see here the swing speed is obviously a lot less, but we're gonna be doing so much damage if we hit with this thing. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna lock this just in case, because you never know. Unfortunately, I don't think we might be able to get some armor. Yeah, okay. Let's actually just see. Let's see if we can get some armor, because obviously this is the best that we can get. As you see here, these are the best ones that you can get. They are 220,000. We won't be able to afford that just yet. Soon, but not yet. Soon, but not yet. We might be able to get... Ah, hello. This is only 32,000. Okay, I think we can probably make do with that, or we could get something that's 88,000. I think we'll get the 88,000 one, shall we? Let's get the 88,000 one. Ooh, yeah, that looks kind of cool. I like it. What about the boots? Yeah, let's get some better boots. Oh, yeah, we're looking good. Okay, we are looking fantastic. Okay, so let's sell this. Do I want anything else? No, not really. Okay, there you go. So we paid 73,000. Pretty insane. But yeah, anyway, we are now going to just level up a couple of these guys. And then we're going to be making our way back to... the Dale area. For some reason, why do I have air? Yeah, it's because someone leveled up. Oh, of course. Let's just get rid of a couple of those guys, I guess. Okay, so, oh, hello. Okay, yep, this is exactly what I was talking about. All right, yep, that is the problem here. We are now being attacked by Murkwood. So So, I think I'm just going to stay out of the way, to be honest. I think I'm just going to stay out of the way for the most part, because these large army battles, that is not really what I'm all about right now. The best course of action for me here is to try and pick off as many of the vassals that are going to join the army. Like, for example, this guy. Right here, this guy. Okay, let's see if we can actually do something with him. Maybe we'll be able to. Okay, let's have a look. What does he have? Oh, he's from the Imladris. Oh, dear. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Veteran Mercenary. I have to look at this real quick. Veteran Mercenary. Western. Okay, these guys are actually pretty good. These guys are actually pretty good. They're not that bad. So, he has 24 of these. Okay, what do you think? You think we can tackle this guy? I mean, I'm gonna go for it, okay? I'm gonna go for it because why not? We're basically the same here. Yeah, I'm not a terribly big fan of this, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Maybe this is going to end in some amazing victory, and if it does, I'm gonna be very, very pleased. Okay, I'm gonna be going for. I'm gonna put myself here, even though I kind of want to make my infantry better, but I feel like my cavalry is going to be the main cause for kills. I could be wrong about that as well, by the way, so I don't know. Let's just see. Let's just see what happens. They have quite a few archers. Bear in mind that they are going to be significantly damaging, because these guys are Imladris. They are, I think, probably maybe the best Elven faction. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I haven't taken a look at their new stats, if they've changed them at all. Okay, let's do some damage. Do some damage, do some damage, do some damage. A little bit of damage here and there. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Don't get shot in the face. These guys can actually murder us extremely, extremely quickly, so I have to be a bit cautious. Shall we go two-handed? Nice! Nice damage, nice damage. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more than that, but oh, there we go. Okay, got absolutely slaughtered. All right. We're gonna have to run away. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to run away from here, because if I get killed, that's pretty much game over, because our forces are not gonna have a very good time. Okay, so this guy, hilariously enough, is actually not pursuing us. I'm quite surprised about that. I was actually thinking that he would immediately do that. I thought he'd be like, oh, you're not going to engage me and then get away? But yes, apparently he is. Okay, I'm going to wait here for a little bit of time, just out in the middle of nowhere. A little bit uncomfortable, but, you know, we're going to have to deal with it. And then I'm going to try and attack him again, if he's still around. Alright, so we're going to go into a battle against Ratagost here. Hopefully we're going to see some wonderful kills by our cavalry. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, this time around, I'm going to try not to get killed instantly from a lance, because let's face it, that is probably not the greatest. It's probably not the greatest outcome ever, is it? No. But now, here's the thing. This guy is, I think he has quite a few heavy spearmen, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. We might have to. Oh wow. Actually, wow, okay, never mind. He's got a lot more infantry than I thought. Okay, we might have some issues with this guy. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Let's do this. Maybe we can. Oh, that was an. Okay, that was a lot easier than anticipated. Okay, maybe we can. Wow, the warg actually does. I think the warg does double damage to horses. That's actually extremely cool. I like that. Oh, nice damage. Almost killed him. 1 damage off if he has, you know, base value of 100 HP. But yeah, that is unlucky right there. Nice. There we go. Take him down. Thank you very much. Okay. I always want to make sure that we eliminate these cavalry first. I'm going to try to. I don't really want to engage them here. This would be pretty bad for us. If we engage them on the on the slope here, it's not going to be particularly good. I don't know. Maybe we can make something work. I mean, they're dwarves as well, by the way, and well, as you can quite clearly tell, they're quite dangerous. So I'm wondering whether I should tell my guys to charge in or not. Should probably tell my cavalry to come over here at the very least. We don't want them to charge in by themselves, of course. That would be an utter, well, pretty terrible idea. And I'm gonna just wait and see what happens here. I'm gonna try to see if I can maybe absorb some of their thrown weapons. You know how it is. Make them use their thrown weapons so that they can't use them against our primary forces. That's kind of the whole deal. I'm gonna tell my guys to charge in here, tell my infantry to charge in here, and hopefully we're gonna be able to eliminate... Oh, almost took him out, but never mind, never mind. Azog's champion apparently had him in the bag. Nice. Okay, is that actually the leader? I think that might be the leader. Anyway, we're going to tell everyone to charge in here. Let's see if we can make do. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay. Oh, this is actually a lot better than an... Oh. I think I'm dead. Okay. Oh, no. Apparently not. Apparently not. Okay. Yes, a lot better than anticipated, as I said. Okay. Interesting. This is going to be really, really problematic for us, though. Yeah. Maybe I can do some damage. I mean, I'm doing damage. That's pretty good. And maybe I will be able to... Oh, okay. Hello. All right. This is actually working very, very nicely so far. Maybe we're going to be all right here in general, or maybe we're not. I mean, I am getting a lot of experience for medicine here, which is absolutely perfect. That is exactly what we want, by the way, because obviously preventive medicine is just, well, S-tier perk. It's just way too good to say no to. And the question is, am I going to be able to kill any more of these people? Unfortunately, it is making it very difficult with all of these orcs and various other units in and around here. Oh dear, yeah, might have some issues here now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the dwarves are actually quite difficult to hit, to be honest, while we're on wargs. That is a little bit difficult, but gotta say, the wargs are making this so incredibly nice. It is much, much easier for us this way than it is any other, to be honest. Basically, being able to do this is just amazing. The warg ability for them to attack is basically enabling every single thing that we were able to do here. I feel like if we just had, you know, regular troops or whatever, it would not have been doable. Well, maybe. I don't know. I think that it really made a huge difference, though. We did end up losing 31 troops, which is absolutely fine. I really don't have a problem with that whatsoever, because I was planning, as soon as I was victorious here, I was planning on going back to Gundabad territory anyway. Now, the question is, do we want to execute this guy? Do we want to execute him? For me personally, I think probably not. Because if I execute him, you know what's going to happen? Everyone's just going to hate us, right? I think so. I don't really want to try it and then have all of the Gundabadian vassals hate us. I think that's going to be extremely annoying, and I would prefer to not have that happen if at all possible. So we do have some Erebor braces here. I'm not obviously going to be using those, but yeah, loads and loads of really, really good stuff. Oh, actually, shield, nice. We can finally stop using the Gondorian shield. And we now have massive amounts of loot too. Very, very good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to spec our medicine skill very, very fast here, because I don't think... That's the thing. I don't think preventive medicine is going to activate at this point. But it would be... Oh, hello. Okay, we also have this. That's kind of nice. Okay, we'll go for decisive battle here. But yeah, I don't think preventive medicine activates retroactively. So we'll just have to limp back to Gundabad as it is, and we should be completely fine to do that, right? I think so, maybe? I mean, it's quite far away, as you can see, so we might have a bit of a problem there. Gundabad is currently under siege, but I'm kind of putting my faith in Vorgoth and the various rest of the vassals, because, I mean, let's face it, I can't really do much. You know, I'm not going to be the one to save the day at the moment. Maybe in the future. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.